any time of day. The General Store on 24 is located on Route 24 in Lewis.
Headlines you can't get through your day without. On Power 101.7.
All right, a lot of headlines going on this morning. Jess, what you got?
The House moved a planned vote last night on President Biden's Build Back Better plan to today after House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy delayed the vote yesterday evening by giving a speech for more than 4 hours.
4 hours? That's a lot of talking.
Went in throughout the night.
Did he read kids' books?
No, he did not.
He didn't go that route?
He did not go that route.
Who did that?
In
Texas.
Yeah. What's his name?
He got up on the...
Cruz.
Senator Cruz. He got up on the Congress floor and started reading children's books. All right.
But can you imagine 4 hours?
That's a lot of talk.
Someone giving a speech.
I mean, we can talk for 4 hours. We do a radio show.
That's unbelievable. But the chambers...
But by yourself, just giving a speech, talking about one topic, yes, that is hard.
The chamber's Republican leader blasted the bill during his marathon speech, calling it a spending binge. In times, talking about the U.S. history and of his own life, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's office issued several news releases during McCarthy's speech, refuting several of his points, and in one, calling it a temper tantrum.
For 4 hours.
The vote had been set to take place after a nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office released its full cost estimate of the bill earlier in the day.
I know a couple kids that could probably get up there and...
He had a temper tantrum, they called it.
Go crazy for 4 hours.
4 hours. All right?
Okay.
Now, a third day of deliberations in Kyle Rittenhouse's murder trial ended without a verdict yesterday. And I kept checking, looking.
23 hours they've been deliberating. 23.
Unbelievable.
A full 23 hours. That's unbelievable.
With the jury to be back at the Wisconsin courthouse today. All right, for more deliberating. At the end of the day, one juror asked the judge if she could take home the lengthy jury instructions, which he did allow, but he said that she couldn't talk to anyone about them. In the most action for the day, Judge Bruce Schroeder banned, did you hear about this? MSNBC from the courthouse after a freelancer working for the network was accused of following the jurors in their bus and may have tried to photograph them. NBC News said that the man was a freelancer who received the citation for a traffic violation that took place near the jury vehicle, and he never photographed or intended to photograph them.
Wow.
But the judge said, nope, MSNBC is not allowed back in the courthouse.
Well, that judge is a little...
I know.
I don't know.
I agree. Now, Oklahoma Republican Governor Kevin Stitt spared the life of Julius Jones. This was trending yesterday as well, commuting the 41-year-old's death sentence to life imprisonment without parole hours before he was to be executed. His death sentence had drawn widespread protest, including celebrities, over doubts about his guilt in the shooting death of a businessman, Paul Howell, during a 1999 carjacking. The state's Pardon and Parole Board had recommended in a 3-1 vote earlier this month that Stitt commute Jones's sentence to life in prison with the possibility of parole. Jones alleges that he was framed by the actual killer, a high school friend and co-defendant who was the key witness against him.
Yeah, here goes some audio. This is a moment the word of clemency for Julius Jones reached the vigil here at the Oklahoma State Penitentiary. They had a whole bunch of people outside. They were protesting. They were doing a vigil and all that. And here's when they made the announcement to the crowd that he was going to be, giving clemency.
The governor just announced he's going to grant clemency.
Wow.
That's just unbelievable. Can you imagine, having someone, a family member, scheduled for execution
I can't.
in a couple hours, and then all of a sudden...
Fighting for them years and years and years and years.
And then all of a sudden, the governor announces clemency. That's just unbelievable.
Yep. Yeah. There you have it. Now, this is another trial that we have been following. The defense rested its case yesterday in the Georgia murder trial of 3 white men accused in the shooting death of Ahmaud Arbery, a 25-year-old black man who was running through their neighborhood. They did so after the prosecution cross-examined one of the defendants, Travis McMichael, who fired the shots that killed Arbery. McMichael acknowledged that Arbery hadn't shown a weapon or spoken to him at all before he raised his shotgun, but he said that he was under the impression that Arbery could be a threat because he was running straight at him and he'd seen him trying to get into the truck of a neighbor who joined the chase of him. Also on trial are McMichael's father, Greg McMichael, and a neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, who joined the two in chasing Arbery in their pickup trucks and recorded the killing on his cell phone. Closing arguments for that case are set for Monday.
Okay.
All right.
That's another
We've
big
been
one.
following that closely. Now, the Food and Drug Administration is expected today to authorize Moderna's COVID-19 booster shots for all adults at the same time as clearing Pfizer's boosters for all adults, too. Politico reported yesterday that the decision comes just days after Moderna officially asked the FDA to do so and reflects the administration's growing concern over the recent rise in COVID-19 cases across the country. The FDA had previously planned to authorize Pfizer's booster shot later on this week, but some states, I heard this morning, have already started giving the booster shots, even without this official approval. They've already started.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Also, a local news story here. According to a release that was sent to 47 ABC, a hit and run took place on the evening of Thursday evening, November the 18th, at Hudson Corner and Tall's Corner Road. A pedestrian was hit by an unknown vehicle that did leave the scene. That pedestrian, identified as Joshua Thomas of Crisfield, was taken to Tidal Health Regional Medical Center with injuries. The driver's identity is unknown at this time, and the investigation is still active and ongoing. Anyone with any information, please call the Maryland State Police at the Princess Anne Barracks at 443-260-3700.
Okay.
All right. And I know that you have another story that you're going to fill us in on.
Well, yeah, we'll do that in sports coming up. But that whole Zach,
just unbelievable.
yeah, we're going to talk about the former NFL player from the New York Jets, Zach Stacy.
Okay.
He has been arrested.
He has been.
Yeah.
I know that they were,
Well, there was
Had
just
an
a
arrest
horrific
out for him.
video that was released,
bad.
and it was all over yesterday. So we're going to talk about that coming up. Real quick though, you got up this morning and took
Yeah.
some pictures of
Yes.
the moon. What
Yep.
was it?
Let's see. I got up. What time was it? 4:08, around there,
Wow.
and took some pictures of the eclipse.
Okay.
And here they are.
You lied. They're not your pictures.
And here they are. Look, so beautiful.
Yeah. If you guys are watching on Facebook Live, look at these pictures. Jessica's lying about that she took.
No, these are on Facebook. I have a lot of friends.
It was like the
and
first
Ocean City
time-
Cool and Tyler Horton and so many other people are posting
Yeah.
beautiful pictures of the eclipse. Now let me show you mine.
It was like the
All
first eclipse in like there was going to be that visible in like 600 years or something.
Let me show you mine, guys. There you go. Can you see it there? That little tiny speck.
Nope. It looks like a piece of dust on the
Can you see that?
a piece of dust on the old phone.
But I got up. I got the opportunity to see it. Honestly, I don't remember ever seeing anything like this before.
Oh, okay.
It was really neat. I even got Jessie up. I know that sounds bad, but I got her up.
Okay.
She was out there with me.
Also, real quick, the 2021 Salisbury Christmas Parade is going to return to downtown Salisbury.
Okay.
Just FYI.
All right.
Also, they announced all the details of the 28th annual Penguin Swim in Ocean City, thanks to Atlantic General Hospital.
yes.
We're going to have
Okay.
representatives from the Penguin Swim checking in this year.
All right.
Once again, but they are going to be doing that as normal. All right. So, two pretty cool local news stories.
Yeah, absolutely.
647, it's a Bill and Jessica show. Here's Young Thug, Drake, Travis